time and temperature. Brought to you by your local Honda dealer.
We had near record high temperatures on Tuesday, all the way up to 76 degrees in Augusta, and today we were right behind it at 72. But check out the forecast high on Sunday. We're going all the way down into the 40s. I'll have more details on those temperatures, plus a look at your Christmas Day forecast coming up. Right now on News Channel 6 at 11, the latest on Hurricane Helene cleanup. We'll hear from the Augusta mayor. Also ahead, an update on the Lock and Dam, where the repair project stands. And it's flu season, how you can stay healthy as we head into the holiday season, as your News at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good evening, I'm Isabella Moody. Thank you for joining us. Augusta city leaders holding a third meeting on Helene recovery tonight. Mayor Garnett Johnson started the meeting by remembering the 7 people who died during the hurricane. He also mentioned that within the past few days, GEMA launched the Hearts Georgia program that will provide safe temporary housing for up to 6 months if you're displaced by the storm. They also provided updates on debris pickup. One person at tonight's meeting had concerns about Augusta's long-term recovery plan.
My bigger issue is the long-term disaster recovery. I've been to a couple of the city meetings for that, and they're indicating that this is a fully volunteer requirement. The city is going to be hands-off.
Keep in mind, this process is not going to end. We have 120 days at 100% reimbursement. We're going to ask for an extension, but even if we don't get the extension, we're going to continue to pick up debris until we've gotten it all picked up.
The committee meets Friday at 12 at the Augusta Municipal Building. 2 Augusta commissioners are finishing up their terms. A special reception was held Wednesday for outgoing District 7 Commissioner Sean Franum and District 5 Commissioner Bobby Williams. Both men looked back on their service to the city.
Just helping people. I mean, you do this to help people, and it becomes a part of you. For me, almost 10 years, over 20% of my life I've served on this commission. I'm definitely going to miss it.
Great time here in Augusta. I've always tried to make good decisions that would impact things we do in Augusta, impact our way of life.
Both love Augusta and want to continue to see differences in the community to benefit the people. Time now for a first check of the forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci. Well, Isabella, we had some very dense fog this morning, and then we had enough sunshine to bring us instability, and that led to some strong to severe storms today. It definitely wasn't a washout, so no widespread rain. In fact, Augusta really barely got any rain, but we did have a few of these isolated storms that have gotten pretty strong, and that's actually what we're still watching now. Even at the 11 o'clock hour, we have a pretty strong storm around the border of Screven and Allendale County. This is just in. We have a special weather statement that goes until 11:15 this evening, so around 12 more minutes, and it's for the possibility of nickel-sized hail. So this is for Screven County. This storm was originally over Hiltonia around Highway 24. It's now moving off towards the east at 20 miles per hour, and you can see all of that heavy rain down near Burton's Ferry, Highway 301. Frequent lightning strikes up to 13 now as of the last 15 minutes. So once again, that hazard is for nickel-sized hail, and the warning lasts for about 12 more minutes. Now up towards Barnwell and Denmark, Bamberg, just some scattered light showers. Other than that, the CSRA is pretty dry. It's a nice dry night over here at SRP Park, but if you look out in the distance here on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam, there is a little bit of fog. So expect that patchy fog tomorrow morning when you're headed out the door. And this morning, we had a low of 53 degrees, so pretty warm for this time of the year. Then a high of 72. So a spring-like day we had with also those spring-like thunderstorms. The temperatures are in the upper 50s to low 60s at the moment. You can also see those foggy icons in places like Gibson, Crawfordville, and Sparta. Now our dew points are pretty high, so a lot of moisture around, upper 50s through low 60s. The winds are all very light though. Outside of those gusty winds and the storms, the winds are pretty much only up to around 5 miles per hour. And you can see here on satellite and radar, we do have a cold front coming through, so that's why we have some storms ahead of it. Our morning planner is showing the fog with temperatures down into the low to mid 50s. And as we look ahead here, we will have a very cold weekend, but we'll be warming up just in time for Christmas Day. I'll have a look at your full 10-day forecast coming up, but back to you, Isabella. Thank you, Jenna. The Lock and Dam is now one step closer to getting repairs. Last week, the House passed a bill known as the Water Resources Development Act of 2024. The decision comes after years of battles between the Army Corps of Engineers and the cities of Augusta and North Augusta over the structure. The Corps wanted to tear down the structure, but those opposed thought that would lower the water level. The bill calls for full repair of the lock and dam, a provision that would create a fist passage and requires the pool to be maintained at 114.5 feet.
Columbia alone has had 3 500-year floods in just the last couple of years, right? So now we know we have an infrastructure where we're flooding with more water over the next couple of years. We've now set an arbitrary level at this dam that is going to lessen our ability to control from floods.
The measure still has to pass the Senate before going to the president's desk. They're expected to vote on the bill before Christmas next week. An extension on the deadline to come up with a new garbage contract has been approved. Augusta commissioners passed the measure during a special called meeting this afternoon. The current deal was supposed to end this month, but commissioners have not agreed on a deal. Now the deadline has been pushed back 90 days. The extension will cost $243,000 a month. This extension now allows commissioners to continue to work out a new contract.
So essentially what happened today is that the city has created $1 million deficit that we were going to have to address eventually. So in other words, we just spent money that we don't have, all because politics wouldn't allow a contract to be passed, although it was the contract that we asked for the department to bring back. So now we're going to have to deal with a deficit, within the next 90 days.
The commission will meet again in January to discuss a plan for the garbage contract. Gathering with family and friends might be on your to-do list during the holidays, but local health experts warn you about spreading germs in the process. Bria Smith has more.
If a person has a bunch of respiratory complaints, if they're coughing, sneezing, the ideal thing is for them not to be around people.
But that might not always be the case, with the holidays being the perfect time to gather with your loved ones. Doctors say it's an easy way to contract viruses like the flu if you're not careful.
Whoever's hosting the party during the holidays may be wiping down surfaces routinely, door handles, that kind of thing, if you're going to have a lot of people over. Just because that's a common way for people to transmit.
And with many different viral infections, Dr. Hatal Takor explains most of the sickness we're seeing is due to the common cold.
Viruses in general mutate, and because of that, there's always a different kind of form of it, and so every year, the flu vaccine's based on what we feel like the flu is going to be like for the year, and so that's why people say, oh, the flu shot doesn't work. That's not necessarily true. It just doesn't necessarily work as well as you'd want it to every year.
But when is the right time to head to the doctor?
If you start getting high fevers, if you start having a hard time breathing, you can't get up and go to the bathroom, or can't get to the kitchen, or if your heart's racing, if you're getting dizzy, it's time to go get checked out.
If you're experiencing the common symptoms like congestion, sneezing, and sinus trouble, Dr. Takor says you're more than likely able to stay home. In Augusta, Bria Smith, WJBF, News Channel 6.
You may want to turn down your thermostat. Georgia Power once again raising its rates. They will jump 3.5% starting January 1st. That's an increase of about $6 a month for an average customer. This is the 6th Georgia Power rate hike in just 2 years. The utility provider says the increase is necessary because of costs for Plant Vogtle, rising fuel prices, and damage from Hurricane Helene. Coming up, a regional spelling bee was held at a local elementary school today. We'll have a look at the special guest in attendance after the forecast.
And most of Georgia and South Carolina are dry now, but the CSRA is the hot spot for one more strong storm, and that's down in Stratton and Allendale County. I'll have a closer look at it when we return.
Are you ready to rock back and forth? Does God ever call you an ass?
From Thurman High School. Get tickets now at WJBF.com/orderbowl. The Live 5-for-6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5-for-6.
Welcome back. I hope you had a wonderful Wednesday, and hopefully you stayed safe when you were out and about this morning in all of that dense fog. Definitely a rare phenomenon where that fog even lingered into the the afternoon. Then once the skies cleared, we had enough sunshine and all those warm temperatures to feel some strong storms, and that's what we are continuing to watch down here. So notice most of the CSRA is dry, but from Barnwell over to Bamberg County and into parts of Jenkins, we are watching some rain. And then, of course, we have our special weather statement here. So not a severe thunderstorm warning, but a pretty strong one. You can see we have frequent lightning all around the border of Screven and Allendale County, and it's this cell that we're watching that's capable of producing nickel-sized hail. So this started over Hilltonia around Highway 24. It's moving off to the east at 20 miles per hour and about to cross into Allendale County. So Allendale is outside of this polygon. It will be weakening by the time it gets to you. But if you're in Millbury, Red Bluff Landing, you will start to see those flashes of lightning in the sky. And once again, be aware of that lightning and nickel-sized hail. Our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam looking good outside the station, though. Not too foggy, but we are picking up on a little bit of patchy fog. 58 degrees, winds are calm, dew point also 58, so a lot of moisture in the air. Upper 50s to low 60s temperature-wise. Warmest spots in our southeastern counties, all at 63 in Barnwell, Allendale, and Bamberg. Here's the cold front coming through. Behind it, we have a little bit more cloud cover that we'll have on our Thursday afternoon. Mostly cloudy skies Thursday night into Friday, ahead of another cold front. So this one will be coming in and bringing in some very cold air behind it. So that's what we'll be watching as we head into the weekend. In the meantime, still pretty mild tomorrow, getting into the mid-60s in the afternoon. Fog in the morning, and then mostly cloudy skies throughout the day. Notice the temperatures just go down each day. So 50s by Saturday, upper 40s for your highs Sunday and Monday. And the low temperatures are following a similar trend. So from the 50s all the way down to the freezing mark on Saturday, the first day of winter. And then we're down to 25 degrees on Monday morning. So if you like the colder weather, it is coming back. I know we've been up and down a lot lately. And then we're going back up for Christmas Day, a high of 60 degrees. No one can really complain, though. Overall, just middle of the road temperatures, very comfortable, cloudy, and a 30% chance of rain. We are going to be above average, though, from the 26th all the way into the new year, and it's not just here in town, it's across the entire nation. Above average temperatures, so a lot of low to mid 60s for us. No chance of rain for now, but a 30% chance again on Christmas Day. So you can see by tomorrow morning, no more rain, just some cloud cover in the fog. Then as we go into Friday, we're going to see that cold front approaching. Winds will be breezy up to around 25 miles per hour as that passes us, but it is a dry front, so we'll have lots of sunshine Friday and into the weekend. Our lows tonight will be in the upper 40s towards the north, low to mid 50s down towards the south. Highs tomorrow will be in the 60s, anywhere from around 60 to 68 degrees. A 10-day forecast showing a nice sunny weekend with the cold weather. So if you're going out and about, any Christmas weekend plans, definitely dress warm. And then as we go towards Christmas Eve, still pretty chilly, but we're back into the mid 50s. And then on Christmas Day, a high of 60. So Isabella, I can tell you for sure it's not going to be a white Christmas, but it may be a rainy Christmas.
Well, at least we'll get a little bit of that cold weather beforehand.
Yes, definitely.
Today in Aiken, J.D. Lieber Elementary School held one of several region spelling bees. The winners of the school spelling bees from Region 4 Elementary School, elementary and middle schools competed for the title. They rose to the occasion spelling tough words like surly and privy. Teachers say spelling bees are an important part of education.
It helps build their organizational skills. It helps build prioritizing what's important. Help them to not have so much downtime and know that, hey, I always have something to do. It is definitely, to me, it's helping with their social skills as far as being a leader, getting on that stage, being able to speak.
Sean Cabbage-Stock, Kim Vickers, and Carlton Clay were judges. Today's winner was Tristan Torres from Aiken Intermediate. He'll go on to compete in the county spelling bee on February 4th. If he is unable to compete, second place winner George Pope from North Aiken will go in his place. Still ahead, the man accused of murdering the CEO of United Healthcare now charged in New York with committing an act of terrorism. While the latest and coverage you can count on continues. Coming up, meet this week's scholar athlete from Thompson High School. Hear what her parents and coaches have to say about her accomplishments in sports.
Welcome to Nissan. Are you interested in test drive?
Absolutely.
There's the all-new Kicks, the new V6 powered Frontier, and the Nissan Rogue. Consumer Guide's Best Buy 10 years in a row.
Finished with all your holiday shopping?
We are now.
Hurry in to the Nissan year-end sales event. Get 0% financing for 60 months on Rogue, one of 6 Nissan vehicles with starting MSRP under $30,000. Trying Bojangles
Days from Gerald Jones Ford.
1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men experience physical violence by an intimate partner during their lifetime. Many more suffer isolation, financial control, manipulation, and other forms of abuse, which often leaves a lasting impact and can even lead to physical violence. Serving 10 Georgia counties, Safe Homes provides emergency shelter, safety planning, counseling, support groups, assistance with protective orders, and more. All services are free and confidential. If you're experiencing abuse, you are not alone. Contact Safe Homes to learn more.
We're raffling away this brand new Dodge Ram Bighorn pickup. The News Channel 6 mobile app is now even better. Download it today. The Scholar Athlete Awards are brought to you by Jefferson Energy Cooperative, Rebath of Augusta, McDonald's, and WJBF News Channel 6. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
Tuesday State Football Championship officially wrapped up the 2024 high school football season, but one Thompson football senior celebrating his next career milestone. Jordan Jones is taking his talents to Campbell University in North Carolina. The defensive tackle gathered with his family and friends this morning to celebrate his special day. Thompson finished out the year with a 9-4 record and a quarterfinal appearance in the GHSA playoffs. And each week we honor a scholar athlete that excels not only in the classroom but in the community. This week's scholar athlete is Janiah Drake from Thompson High School. Janiah plays both softball and track and field. This year she was named first team all-region in softball, and on the track she runs the 100, 200, and 4x100 meter relay. Outside of athletics, she's involved in the Science Club, Beta Club, and member of the Homecoming Court. She's also received the UGA Certificate of Merit and the Presbyterian College Scholarship Award. She's had this work ethic from a very young age.
I started at a young age, about 7, and all the way up, I just playing travel ball, and I just loved it ever since.
She's full of life, so it's kind of inevitable. She's good company, and it's hard not to see.
Her ability to kind of get people to follow and do what the things that she's doing, and it's just her attitude. She's got a good attitude, never complains, just does what coaches ask and just keeps going.
She's self-motivated, intentional. She's a real dog, meaning that she takes her goals after everything. It really doesn't matter what it is. Like Coach Chalker said, wherever you put her at, she'll go there. No complaints. Even if she hurt, she's still going to go hard. She give 100% every day at all times.
She's a leader on and off the track, and we typically don't have too many problems out of her.
Like I said, that self-discipline on the field translate from the classroom. It's coming from the classroom. You can tell she's motivated in the classroom to do what it takes, or do what she has to do so she can do what she want to do, and she does the same thing on the field.
She is a smart girl, and she it always excited me. I knew she can do it. I knew she can do it. She's very smart.
I would say the support from everyone, as you can see here today, they help me balance everything, and that's basically how everything gets done.
Janiah plans to attend college next year and pursue a career in nursing. Over to men's basketball, Augusta U held their Columbia County Education game day. A fast-paced game from the start early on. Chavian Torrance on the run and throws it down, plus the foul. Now it's Evan Joyner who gets to the foul line, stops, pops, and hits from 15 feet. Joyner had 18 points this afternoon, and leading the way for Augusta, once again, Dimitri Gardner goes for the bucket for the 2. He had 29 points and 8 rebounds. The Jags beat USC Beaufort 105-96. And in the NFL, the Atlanta Falcons coming off a 15-9 win against the Raiders on Monday Night Football, but they are making a quarterback change. With 3 games left to go in the regular season, the Falcons are benching starting quarterback Kirk Cousins. Turnovers were the common theme in the second half of the year. He leads the NFL with 16 interceptions through 15 weeks. He also leads the league with 13 fumbles, making him a backup quarterback for the first time since the 2014 season. Head coach Raheem Morris spoke with the media today on turning the page to rookie quarterback Michael Penix Jr.
Michael's been the number 2, 1 snap away all year, and he's been in the preparation in the lab, ready to go. He's been grinding away, learning from Kurt, being around his coaches, being ready to go. knowing that every play could be the last snap for anybody. So, you know, he's been doing all the normal preparation that you have to do in order to start a game. So he's ready to go.
Penix will make his NFL debut this Sunday at 1 p.m. against the New York Giants at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. That'll do it for sports. We'll be back.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Someone took the Bronco out for an extended test drive.
They used all the go modes. Goes over any type of terrain. Looks like they had a lot of fun.
Those boots are awfully muddy, Sam.
My boots? I did it. I'm gonna do it again.
Right now, get 4.9% financing for 72 months, plus up to $4,250 total savings on a 2024 Ford Bronco Sport. December is Mattress Month, and this month at Rooms to Go.
After an accident, consider this. Insurance companies track the results of law firms. They know which ones ignore lowball offers and file lawsuits, and which ones have never seen the inside of a courtroom. If your lawyer has a reputation for settling cheap, what kind of offer do you think you'll get? I'm Austin Jackson. At my law firm, insurance companies respect us because we stand up for our clients. Injured? Call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy. 706-724-7224.
Chevy's Red Tag Sales Event is in
.com.
We are going to have some cooler temperatures as we go into the weekend, all the way down to the low 50s on Saturday. Then our highs will only be in the 40s on Sunday and Monday. Definitely a blast of cold winter air just in time for the first day of winter on Saturday. But we'll actually warm up a little bit as we head towards Christmas Day. Very mild temperatures with a high of 60. Dogs at a Rescue and Rehoming Charity in Dublin, Ireland got some early Christmas gifts for Santa Paws Day. It's an annual tradition where hundreds of generously donated toys are lined up, and each dog can play and pick their own toy as a Christmas gift. The heartwarming footage showcases each of the dog's unique personalities and highlights which are currently available for adoption. And as you can see, it was massive. Very exciting. That's all for our reports for now. Thanks for watching, and make sure to download our mobile app for breaking news and weather. Our next news is at 4:30 a.m.